Okay, so this trading day, Friday, February 18th. Really difficult day. Not a single winner. About 9, 10, 11 losses in a row. So there was a lot of over trading, a lot of revenge trading, and I don't know, just not really, just flying off the handles. So lost about $700 in trading. If you include commissions, it's about $775. First stock to review is the ROKU. My first trade on ROKU, I tried to go for the breakdown here. I don't think it was a good setup, so I should have never taken it. However, it was a proper setup. There was just no follow through, so I ended up trying to go short here, and I ended up getting stopped out around right here. The next trade I had was over, I believe, in this area right here. I tried to do the reversal here and go long. As you can see, it started forming a little pattern right here, bottom action. So I figured it's ready to move back up. However, what I didn't factor into the equation was this prior high. Also, the high on the opening range, 5-minute opening range bar. So I should have taken more time to properly draw my resistance line. That way I could have probably just avoided this trade altogether. However, it still made the move I was kind of looking for after once it crossed above or confirmed above the 100 moving average, exponential moving average. I was expecting it to make just a little pop, which it ended up doing, but I got stopped out before that happened. So this is one trade I definitely shouldn't have been in, and this is one trade I guess I can look past. Even though I didn't like the setup, I can look past it because it's technically made the setup I'm supposed to look for and take. So it's another stock, Roblox. Now the first trade I took on Roblox was the only trade I took on Roblox was another reversal. So I figured once we confirm above VWAP here that we can make a little move up in here towards the 100 exponential moving average. Now this trade, I don't think I should have taken, simply because it's not a good window for profit. And it wasn't screaming. I needed more bullish confirmation, so I should have never been in this particular trade at all. If anything, the only setup I really see that I could maybe take advantage of is taking a short right here as it bounced off the 20 EMA, but I should have stayed away from the stock altogether. Now, NVDA is the first trade I made, trying to do the opening range break here. Because I had small size, I was looking for a bigger move before I took profits. Now the stock did turn around on me and ultimately stopped me out in here, but had I been in full size, this is enough room to have make some profit. Now I could have re-entered on the bounce below here, but after that loss, I was a little too afraid of NVDA, but this could have been probably my most profitable trade had I not been scary, because that was a good mover, 10 points. So the next trade I tried to take was the reversal on NVIDIA. Now this trade actually did what I expected it to do. I was just too slow to pull the trigger and get out. I entered right around here as we confirmed above the 20. My target was VWAP, which it did hit, and I was supposed to be out. But I leapt away. By the time I turned back on the computer, I got back to the computer, it sold off real quick, and I ended up just getting stopped out. So this should have been my one winner, but it turned into a loser because I wasn't focused. Next trade to look at is NRGV. Now this is another stock that I found from somebody else's watch list. I was pretty patient on this one until I realized I missed my entry that I've been waiting for. The plan was to get in around here as it bounced off the 200 moving average, and I was very confident in this play, and I thought about sizing up to get a little quick pop. 1,000 shares could have easily paid me $1,000 had I not missed my entry over here. So once I missed my entry, I figured it was too late because it would probably stall at the 20 EMA and probably come back down, or who knows what it would do. But it was already tapping at 20 by the time I came back and saw it. So I was real upset about that, and I was just anxiously trying to just make money on this stock. And so I thought this would be a clear breakout. It started looking strong. Volume was coming in, and I figured, okay, we got another play to the 5-minute opening range low. But it didn't get there. The bearish engulfing pattern formed and just took me out. And then that just really ticked me off. So what I did was decided to try it again, because once again this 200 is holding very well. So after it made another move up, it started holding again, and I figured now not only the 200 moving average is holding it, but also the 200 EMA. So I figured, well, I'll give it a shot, see if it could just bounce up and just maybe ride it for 30-50 cents. But it ended up stopping me right out. So this trade I should have never been in. I didn't have any confidence really, or much confidence in this particular trade. I had tunnel vision and just really wanted to make some money on the stock. This trade was okay because I did wait for confirmation, and I think I did have a solid target. It just didn't work out. This was supposed to be the trade, supposed to be my big winner, but again, I missed out on that one. So only one bad trade on that one. Facebook, was frustrating because I wanted to short it from this area down to, well, I was thinking it's going to make a new low. And that would have been a pretty decent move. I did get in a little late, and I should have never got in it to begin with because of how late I got in. I should have got in closer above here, about 207. Instead, I got in about 206, 30, 40 maybe. You know, my exit, or I was using the 20 EMA, the 5-minute opening range low, the red to green, all that as, you know, the resistance. So I figured I was going to hold it down and keep it down, and it did for a while. And once we got to this point, I figured, okay, we're back down the 20 EMA again. And so this time, let me go ahead and add to it. And unfortunately, it just turned against me and just ended up stopping me out as the market rolled over. So did this, and close above the 100 EMA. And that was pretty much all I needed to know, that this play was dead. And unfortunately, it did. After it stopped me out, it did come back down, but it was too late. But again, another trade I should have never been in. And if I was going to be in it, I should have been in it at a much better price, up in here somewhere. And I definitely shouldn't have added, but again, late in the day, I started losing money. I was just seeing red, so I wanted to make some money back. And now this was one of my, probably the second trade. Another stock I found on somebody else's watch list. The stock formed a pattern I like, but the wicks on these candles didn't give me a lot of confidence. You know, it would have been a positive play had I taken it, but I just didn't trust it enough. I did get in here. Now once it sold off after I got in, that was cause for concern. But the bigger mistake is that I didn't wait for it to close above VWAP, which I should have. So I ignored my rules and traded before it closed above VWAP, anticipating that this stock is going to start running and taking off without me. So I did rush it a bit. And you can see every time it got up here, it just sell back down, sell back down. So that's a clear sign that the stock does not want to run. However, on this particular candle, it did get more volume. It did start screaming up a bit, so I decided to add, which I shouldn't have, because this stock has already shown me that it's not a good tradable stock. But you know, I don't know what I was thinking. 20 was holding. I'm thinking this time is go time now. But as you can see, I got stopped out. Now, I don't know why I got back in, because I should have just left the stock alone, but I ended up trying to get back in here and I got stopped out again. So this trade I should have never been in for sure, and I shouldn't have never added for sure on this trade. Had I not done that, I would have been okay. It would have been a small loss. But that's pretty much it. All red. Terrible trading. I couldn't control myself. I just kept buying bullshit. And half of the trades I took, I shouldn't have been in. I should have probably been two winning trades and maybe 3 or 4 bad trades, losing trades, but it didn't work that way. So it's back to the drawing board. Because of the big losses and consecutive losses for this coming week, maybe 2 weeks, I'm going back to paper trading, and just gonna keep track of those trades and see if I can get my head on right before I return the real money. Deuces.